Welcome to the Windows 10 installation. So today we're going to download Windows 10, a really weird and strange way of doing it because Microsoft is being really annoying, but we're going to hack their website the legal way. And, we have to get the ISO to run it in our virtualization scenario here. So let's go over to Windows, I was going to say Explorer for a second, but the Edge browser. We need to go and find Windows 10, the ISO image. So this is the link that you can use to get there. But you can't actually download the Windows ISO unless you download the installation media as well. And we don't want that. We just want the ISO. So there's a bit of a trick here, a bit of a hack. I'm going to right click the Edge browser, go to inspect, and we'll find our way to network up here. So we're going to hack the system a bit. Then in network, we'll go to, or actually not network, sorry. We'll click the plus button here, more tools, and network. No, I believe it is. Okay, it looks like that because I selected it before when I was testing this. If you go over to the plus button, I was looking for under more tools, but it's actually here. So it's network conditions is what we're looking for. But if it's not there, then go to more tools and it should be over here somewhere. But network conditions is what we're looking for. User agent, we need to unselect or deselect user browser default, and custom, and choose anything you like, I guess. Safari. Actually, choose Safari. I know it's weird because we're going to trick Microsoft into letting them believe that we are on a Mac. And here's the thing. You can't download their tool, so they don't have that available for Mac users. They just give them the ISO. So if you've got a Mac OS, no problems. It's weird. But let's try something with a Mac unit, Mac OS, Chrome OS. Not really. Maybe Microsoft Edge, but on a Mac. We'll try this. Then we refresh that, and now the browser believes that it's on a Mac OS, and we should be able to then download this Windows 10 edition. Confirm, and you should be able to just choose an operating system, a Windows 10 operating system. You could choose the United States. I chose international, for no reason, just because. Confirm, and download the 64-bit version and save as. I've already done it, so I won't do it again. But yeah, unfortunately, that's the only way you can get that. You can get it other ways, I guess, but that's a legal way of doing it. And it's only a trial edition. We're going to get rid of it anyway once we've finished using it for testing purposes. All right, now let's start. We'll go to VirtualBox, click on New, and we'll call it Client 1. And leave it as a folder. But if in this situation, you need to make sure that you're happy with where this is being stored. You can put it on a sort of like a USB device or a portable hard drive, which is what I would do if I cared about this virtual machine. This is just a setup, but setting up for just the demonstration purpose. But I've got all my virtual machines here for when I'm teaching other students. So I have them all here, handy to have. So I would put that somewhere else. I would go to other, and then I'll find where my USB device is. But for now, I'm just going to leave it on the C drive because I will probably delete it anyway after the demonstration. ISO image. This is the one I've just downloaded. So I go to other and find where I've downloaded it. Now I downloaded this before. I've got a folder on a C drive here or D drive called ISO. Yeah, just be careful just remember where you put this, okay? Then open, and do not proceed with unintended installation because it's not a good thing. Although on Microsoft 10, no, it will be an issue. Yeah, definitely do not select that for sure. Go to specify virtual hardware. I've got a little bit of RAM I could work with, a little bit more, but sort of creeping up. The CPU, I don't have that much because I only have 8 in the end. I think I have four cores and then times 2 with the hyper threading, which pretends to be CPUs, right? Yeah, this again, I would put this storage for the virtual machine on your USB drive if you want it to keep this, or if you want it to keep on your computer, you can as well. Okay, I'm going to finish that. Great, and I'll start it up and let it begin its journey of installing. While that's doing that, I'm going to right-click Client 1, go to Settings, and you'll notice here we've got the network, and it's under NAT. If you watch the previous video on Windows 2019, I created a NAT network, okay? And then, okay, now, just in case you're watching this video and not the other one, that's fine. Let me show you very quickly how to do that. I'll go to File, Tools, Network, go to NAT Networks there, and then Create. That's how you would set this one up. So that means that I've got my Windows 10 that will be able to connect to Windows 19 under this NAT network. I could give it a name. I might call it my Active Directory network if I wanted to. Yeah, which is a good idea, but because I want to make this easier for demonstrating to all you viewers out there, I'm just going to leave this as is. It won't let me save it because I haven't changed anything. That's fine. Okay. Now I should not have done that because it's disappeared now. That's all right. I'll get it back in there. So let's double click that. It's just virtual machine's a bit moody, very moody. So yeah, there we are. I should minimize it. All right. So this is the installation, very similar to Windows 19. Go to install, and then later on, after this installation, I'm just going to test it to see if it connects with the Windows 19 machine later, because later on I'm creating a series of videos where it's going to be a whole Active Directory in the virtual machine world, so VirtualBox. My preference was virtual VMware, but VMware is really becoming unstable lately, unfortunately. So anyway, so we'll have to use VirtualBox, sorry. I don't have a product because I don't need one. If you don't do that, then you get full functionality, but eventually you won't be able to use it like 180 days or something like that. Pro Edition, yep, right there. Next. Accept license because I don't have a choice. Next, install Windows only, not 50 gigs because I didn't change the hard drive during the initialization, the beginning part. And it's doing its thing now. So I'm going to pause the video and it should take 10 minutes, 15, maybe 10. So I'll come back shortly. After a while, it took a bit of time, but it's refreshing. It's copying the Windows files, getting ready for installation, installing features, installing updates. Should take another 5-10 minutes. This is really slow at the moment. The machine that I'm remoting into at the moment, this Windows 10 machine is not old, but a little bit old. It's taking a lot longer than I thought, but that's fine. It could take long depending on the hardware, but if you've got a really strong, powerful machine, this would be like 5 minutes. I've been able to do this on a dedicated server that's running virtualization, like a proper virtualization software, type 1 hypervisors. You might have heard of it. It's called Proxmox, and that takes like the whole process takes like 5 minutes. But this is maybe 10 minutes. But this is taking a bit longer. So I'm just going to pause again. You might see me shortly. So what looked like a long time, finally we got to this stage where we're just going to enter some details of where we're from, like a country, I think, to get the region correct. Took a long time to get here, but we got here eventually. This view is it's a bit weird, but because of the screen size, but that's fine. From Australia, took a long time actually. This setup, but hopefully it didn't take too long for you. I'm just going to skip this extra keyboard. Okay, looks like I have to pause again. All right, so eventually we get to this stage where it says set up for personal use or gain access to the resource. So now in this demonstration, and you might not even get this, it's one of those things, hit and miss kind of thing, where you might get it, you might not. But if you get this message, set up for organization, and click on next. Actually, I might put that full screen because it's resizing and going bigger, and it's really annoying. Now, this is really annoying, this part. Microsoft wants us to use an email to log in, a bit like Apple has been doing for a long time. We don't want to. We want to go to domain join instead. I know there's no domain yet, not yet, but soon we will. Let's just put Harry there. Next, password is going to be password 1. Confirm password. Secret question. It's just annoying. Go to it first. Pet's name. I don't know. Just put anything here. It doesn't matter. You can probably gonna forget these, but I would say I'll put Mars. Can't think of anything else. And child nickname. Okay, just Martian. Wasn't my nickname, but I can't think of anything else to put in here. And they're putting that there just in case you forget your password, but it's a bit overkill, I think. But now we continue to wait. More waiting. But wait, there's more. There's more waiting. Lots and lots and lots of waiting. And yeah. Hopefully not too much more waiting. Okay, here we go. I have to do, I would just do not now for this one, for that one. We don't need it yet. And yeah, just you can get rid of all this. You don't need it. Just privacy stuff that you don't need. It's only a virtual machine and it's just annoying. And accept. Not too far now. It's been an epic journey. It's taken me an hour maybe more than an hour to set this up. It's really skip. It's taking a long time. But that's because I only had the one CPU core that I was using. Not now. Just keeps this bloatware just keep going on and on and on. I think they don't want us to walk away. They want to keep us at the chair. Yep, okay, so now it's building a profile for us. We're getting everything ready for you. That's nice. If they could do it quicker, it would be great, right? So it's just, yeah, once this is set up, you only have to do it once. What you can do is you can save a copy of this, so you don't have to keep doing this all the time. And then you can just use it, like create a reference virtual machine, put it somewhere safely, so if you ever need to build another one, you just bring it back. There's a little bit more to it than that. You have to change the security profile. I'm oversimplifying it, the security ID, but it's just create one, call it a virtual machine reference disk or whatever you want. It's just as long as you know what it is, where, and you know where you can get it. Next time you can just bring in another Windows 10 machine instead of rebuilding, doing this whole thing again. Just use that reference. Oh, okay. Look at this. I think we're getting close. There's several minutes. All right, I'll put pause and so you don't have to wait too much longer. And at long last, we're finally here. So this is a good sign when it asks us for this. Yes, we do. So we're getting very, very close now, getting warmer and warmer and warmer. But this virtual machine is really slow, so I might actually increase that CPU usage to another one because that's unworkable. So I'm just gonna let this go for a bit, and then I'm pretty sure I pressed yes. But I'm gonna shut this down and then put it. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna change the CPU because that was just way too slow. No one should have to be tortured into that. Took me more than like an hour and 20 minutes. That's not good. I want to create more videos. I don't want to stick around here with the one. So I'm going to shut this down and I'll go over back to the client, right click it, we'll make it into two. Shut down anyway. So right click here. See, even shutting down, it's taking a long time. This type of labs, you kind of do need a laptop with at least 16 gigs and at least maybe 16 cores. If you want to do a Linux lab, you don't need it that much. So okay, good. That's powered off. I'm going to right click that. We'll go to settings. And I am going to double the processor speed. I'm going to push that up to 1. I have to do it. And with the actual memory, the RAM, I'm going to increase the RAM too. Yeah, I'm going to bring that up to maybe 8. Just whatever, just a little bit more. Okay, go to OK. Right click and start. Hopefully we're going to get some more speed out of this because that was just way too much. I'm taking a little bit of a risk because the host operating system now only has is only operating on four cores. So because I have 2 for the Windows 19. Now I've got 2 for Windows 10, and there's only 8 in total. So the host only has 4. I'm taking a bit of a risk. I wouldn't be able to add more virtual machines. We're just sort of like we're on that the edge there. We'll just change this view a bit, scaled mode maybe. Yeah, it's a bit better. I still have Windows 19 in the background, just waiting, just been looking at me all that time because it really wants to connect. It's very lonely. It wants to connect to a friend. I will oblige it very shortly with a nice friend here. As soon as it finishes loading there. My other advice to you is that once you get really good at this, and if you could maybe save up for a little bit of money, get maybe build a server or buy one secondhand off eBay or Facebook Marketplace. Get one of these really big servers. You can get them for about $200-300 Australian. You get like 32 gigs in there. Nothing amazing or crazy, but then you can build your own hypervisor, which is much faster than this. But this is a good start. We're going well. Apart from the length of time it's taking. Okay, so we're just going to shut that down, and then you can double click. You don't need to Alt Control Delete. Password 1, enter. All right, here we go. Now, the moment of truth. Hopefully, we'll be able to connect from this machine to this machine here. This is the ultimate test because they're both on the NAT network. I'm really hoping it's going to work. So go to Window, the Start button there, and Command. Enter. This is pretty slow. Yep. And I'll do the same here as well. So from Windows 10 to Windows Server, we should be able to ping from Windows 10 to Windows Server, but Windows 19 to 10 will not let us because Windows 10 has a firewall that's blocking that. So first thing I want to do is I want to find out the IP address of Windows 10. That's how we do that. And we've got one, and it's looking promising. It's looking really good. Looking like we might be operational. That's the IP address we have. And we'll do the same with the server IP config /all. And looking really good, really, really good. Check that out. 10.0.2.3. There are different IP addresses, but similar. Let's ping. If we can do this, then we're finished for this episode. Ping 10. I've got the num lock on, so 10.0.2.3, and hopefully. That's not good. Wow. All right. I was hoping it could be the firewall actually on Windows. There could be a firewall on Windows 19 actually. It's possible. Let me see if I can ping the other way. Sorry, my mouse has gone crazy. So if I ping the other way, it's starting to lock up a bit. It's too much. I think it's too much pressure. Not enough resources. But come on. Okay, so I was able to remove some firewall settings, or change some firewall settings on Windows 10. That's really as I paused. The way to do that is you go to Advanced. You can type Windows Defender Firewall for Advanced Security. And if these ones here, File and Printer Sharing, Echo Request, there's two of them. You select both of them, right click, and then you enable the rule. You have to enable it. And that means that I can now ping that IP address of this Windows 10 machine. And remembering that the IP address is there, enter. And this is because this machine is really slow and taking a long time. It will eventually go through that and ping successfully. And there we go. So it's pinged at 10.0.24. It's able to ping that other side. That means that we've got connectivity. There we go. Thank you very much for your patience for that pausing on and off. But that's one of those things that we have to go through. But we've got connectivity between the Windows 10 and Windows domain controller. So in the up and coming next episodes, we're going to create an Active Directory domain where Windows 10 will log into Windows 19 as Active Directory. But I hope you had fun, and thank you for watching.